Hi lovelies, I'm Ariel and this is Maven Unmasked and welcome to your full moon in Taurus reading for November 2016. It will be a gigantic, super duper moon. I believe it's the closest it will have been since 1948, I believe, 1948 or 1942. I think it was 1948. And we won't have another one this big or this close to the earth until the year 2034. So this is a big one, a very big one. So if you're doing any manifesting, this is a great way to kind of boost yourself for 2017, or any long-term manifestations that you're working on. If you have a birthday this week, or because the full moon is November 14th, so let's say from November 11th until November 18th, work off of that energy. That's great. David, happy birthday to you. I did not forget. So yes, this is a very powerful time of manifestation. I also want to say, especially if you've done if you did any manifestation work for Samhain or for the new moon in Scorpio that we had on October 30th, this could be your part 2, that really big boost. If you are looking for any tips on manifesting, I do have my Manifesting 101 ebook over on my Etsy shop. I'll leave a link to that down below. Also, another quick announcement, I am officially offering mediumship readings over on my Etsy shop. I do have a reading that's just pure mediumship, and then I have one that's a bit of a hybrid of mediumship and tarot, so be sure to check those out. I'll leave a link to that below as well. I do want to take a moment to extend love and peace and honor and acknowledgement and appreciation to all of you who may have had a rough time with this election, who may be flittering back and forth between anger and sadness and despair, depression, terror, fear. I want to extend my love to you and to let you know that I do stand with you. I don't want to get into the whole politics. I think what I've said is enough, and I think you can tell from my channel and the content of my channel, and hopefully who you believe to know me as a person, that you already know my stance on this issue, so I won't talk about it anymore. I will say if there are any hateful or negative comments after me speaking about that, they will be deleted. I will not tolerate it on my channel. That aside, also as well, this holiday season we will be focusing on having an attitude of gratitude. So I will be doing journal prompts and ideas and tarot spreads, oracle spreads, things of that nature to really promote appreciation and thankfulness this holiday season. So be sure to check out my blog for that because it is coming. So, with all of that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our full moon in Taurus reading, shall we? I don't know what I want to start first. Let's start with the Osho Zen Tarot, as I have a couple of decks here with me. I have the Wild Unknown, which I may use, I may not. It's kind of an earthy deck, so that's why I was like, oh, full moon in Taurus, let's use the Wild Unknown. And I also have the Soulful Woman Oracle, which I definitely will pull from. And then I also have some romance cards. So depending on the vibe of the reading, we may use those, we may not. So this is an open reading, a general reading for anybody who watches this video whenever they see this video. For the energy that's surrounding us this full moon in Taurus. What do we need to know? What will we be working on? What can we manifest? What does this full moon's energy bring to us? Does it bring healing? What insights does it bring? Thank you. I will state I will not be accepting reversals in this reading. I feel like I don't need to. Okay. And let's get some more. Full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus. A message for our best and our highest good. No matter your race, your creed, your religion, your sexual orientation, any of that. Okay. Wow, that's a lot, you guys. That's a lot. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. So the very first card that fell out, which is so beautiful, and I've been getting these kinds of messages all week long, is the Creator. So the Creator, Source, Divinity is definitely with us and definitely working with our energy with this full moon in Taurus. I think the fact that everything that's going on right now in the world and that the supermoon is going to be such a phenomenal supermoon right around like the same time period, I don't think that's any coincidence. I definitely feel like the energy of the Creator is around us so much, and I feel like it's encouraging us to really stand strong in our power and in our soul, and to remember who we are. Remember who you are inherently, not who you feel that you should be because Susie or Joe down the street believes XYZ, or you want to impress your boss for whatever reason. At the end of the day, it's between you and Source, between you and the Creator. I also feel like there's this fiery energy, this warmth, this light that is being extended to us. I really feel that although, yes, we're talking about the full moon in Taurus, I feel like it's very, very important right now to spend as much time outside and in the sun as possible. Working with reds and oranges and yellows, lower chakra things, for our safety, our security, to not lose our creativity, our willpower, our determination. So important right now. Next we have success. I love when we get success cards. So to me, this is totally that any manifestations you've been working on, any projects, anything that's been kind of a long-term journey, it will be successful, especially if you're working with this full moon energy. And I feel like since it's right next to the Creator, I feel like really with this full moon, I know some of us focus a lot on the goddess or on our particular matron or patron or saint or whoever. But I really feel like it's important with this full moon manifestation, if you choose to do one, to really, really ask the Creator to come in and to bless and protect your work, to grant you success, to be there supporting your endeavor. But it says there will be cause for celebration. Then we have integration. Okay. And right next to integration, excuse me, my throat is like, ugh. We have integration and projections, right? And I really think they go hand in hand. Projections meaning, let's say you're having an argument with somebody and they are making you feel a certain way, even though they may not say, a certain word, but because it may remind you of something else or somebody else or past situations or your own fear, your own doubt, whatever it is, you project those feelings onto them, even though that may not be what they're saying at all, but it's your preconceived notions or things of that nature. Projection to me, it also means that really being able to shift your perspective. Let's say, okay, let's talk about this for example. So, you're a kid and you get on your parents' nerves and you're running around and you're doing this and you're blah, blah, blah. And your mother or your father or your grandmother, whoever says, I can't wait till you have children because they're really going to give you a run for your money for everything that you gave me. and you laugh and you blah, blah, blah. And then later in life, you have your kids and you're like, Mom, I totally understand. Like, it gets reflected back to you. You get to understand the situation from a different perspective, understanding a lesson from a different perspective. So that can go with many different scenarios. That's just the one I can think of off of the top of my head right now, and the easiest way to explain it to you. But with integration right next to it, it's about integrating those experiences, truly, 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 and getting that balance, understanding from both sides. The card next to projections is the dream. And the way the spread is let out, it's the creator and success. And then you have integration in the middle. And then you have projections and the dream to the other side. And the way it looks, it's really saying to ask the creator. Well, first, I will say, you create your own reality. So that brings you back to the projections. Imagine, visualize the power of visualization this full moon in Taurus. What you really, really want, what you would want it to look like. Projecting your dream, projecting your goals, projecting it into reality to make it real, right? But it's saying to ask the creator for success in this, for making the dream a reality. To integrate the energy of the creator, the energy of success, what that vibration feels like, and match it up to what you want your dream to look like. And integrating those two, allowing those to work together in harmony. Okay, so that's really, really interesting. Then we have 3 cards down here, and I feel like these cards are not talking about this first issue in the reading. These 3 cards are control, conditioning, and thunderbolt. Okay. So, control. Conditioning. And thunderbolt. To me, this is saying some people will have to relinquish control to find their own freedom, to not be a follower, to be a leader, to stand apart from the crowd, to stand in your power. We are being called, especially if you are a light worker, to stand in your power at this time. Great change is coming. Great sudden shock has come. And may still continue to come. Some things that have shaken your rocker, your foundation. We're really having to rebuild everything, renew, to reevaluate, to replan. And to free yourself from control, whether that be the limitations you put on yourself or the limitations you believe society puts on you, your family, your parents, whatever it is. Yourself, maybe you're a perfectionist with something with your business. I don't know what it is. Let go of the need for control. Let go of the need for domination. Let go of the need for domineering attitudes. Let go of the need for perfection. Let go of your expectations. Release yourself from the conditioning. You can free yourself if you choose. Change your perspective. Try and look outside of the box. Think outside of the box. Look at things from a different perspective. Read something different. Write something different. Truly listen to somebody else when they give you their opinion. Don't be so ready to come to somebody else's defense or aid without listening to the person you're speaking to first. If they're giving you the time to express your viewpoint and your opinion, why can't you listen to theirs? Take a moment to stop and just really, really listen. I also feel like this is a need to applaud yourself for not following the crowd if that's something that you're going through right now. for being who you are, for being independent, for showing your true colors, you know, for letting your freak flag fly if you need to, for being proud of who you are and not letting anybody shame you, for just being you. So I think for some people, it'll be kind of a shock. It'll be kind of a wake-up call. It'll be kind of like, oh my gosh, how do I do that? Or everything I thought I knew is so different from what it actually is, from the reality. But the main thing that we need to focus on, and this is the shadow card for the bottom of this reading, is harmony. Harmony, peace, flow. Control stagnates your energy. You know, I mean, there's just the difference between self-control and, I mean, being out of control. But you know what I mean. Control and conditioning bring restrictions that disrupt harmony, right? But sometimes a thunderbolt has to come in and tear some walls down to get that energy moving and flowing again. So yeah, I'll leave that up to you guys to interpret what it means. I'm sure it means lots of different things for lots of different people. Thank you, Osho Zen. Thank you so much. The master fell out. That was a master message. I guess that was my master guide. Thank you, master guide. Very cool. Very cool. Alrighty then. So with that, let's go on to the Soulful Woman Guidance card. I think Osho Zen did me well, so I don't think I'll be using my other two decks. We're just going to get an oracle card, and we're going to tie it all up in a nice little bow. So talk to us some more about the exact energy of this full moon in Taurus. What else can we do with it? Okay, that's a bunch of cards, but I'm down. Why not? I am down. Why not? Oh, that's way more than I thought. Wow. Okay. Alrighty, so we have 5. Okay. The first card we have is Inner Wakefulness. These cards are so stunning. They're so beautiful. I love them. Inner Wakefulness. It says, I am completely awake and tuned into my truth, clarity, and inner wisdom. I definitely feel like this is something that a lot of us are going through right now. And really being tuned into your personal truth, your personal beliefs, why you believe the things that you believe. What is your experience? And how does your experience differ from somebody else's, and being aware of that? Being aware of how your experiences have changed and your views have changed over time, or maybe they haven't. And also evaluating, hey, maybe is it time for my views to change? What could I benefit? What could I gain? And if that is not your personal morals, if your soul screams to you, your body, your heart screams to you that that is not your truth, honor it. Honor it. Just be aware. The next card we have is Dream Seeds. I nurture my dream seeds with love and appreciation and allow them to unfold in their own time. So I feel like this is talking about the manifesting part of this full moon in Taurus. Now, I think it's so appropriate that it's talking about dreams and seeds, especially because Taurus is the earth element. It's such an earthy, stable sign. And what do you plant seeds in? The ground, earth, the soil, right? It's saying to keep nurturing those dream seeds. Again, if you were working on some type of manifestation, maybe even you are working on a manifestation sometime, I don't know, let's say in February, and it didn't fully manifest or it didn't work for whatever reason, reevaluate it and rework with it and try again this supermoon. Again, the date is November 14th for that. So that is Monday. Today is Saturday. And it feels like really to just work with the sweetness of life. And by working with the sweetness of life, what I mean by that is having gratitude and appreciation for what you already have. And by nurturing that and saying, yes, I'm thankful, I'm appreciative for the things I already have. Of course, some other things are going to be like, hey, I want to be appreciated too, right? And they're going to come to you. So be mindful of that. Also be very, very mindful of any information that comes through in your dreams. Any names you hear in your dreams, any symbols. Be very, very mindful of that. Next, we have savoring the positive. I allow myself the spaciousness of savoring the delicious gifts in my life. So I think I was just saying that, taste the sweetness. Savoring the positive, changing your focus, changing your perspective to something that's more positive. If that means staying off social media for a little while, stay off social media for a little while. If that means, hey, I just can't have a conversation with you right now because it's taking me out of my positive state and I cannot do that. I need to stay positive. I need to stay uplifted. I need to stay in my high vibration. That's not saying don't face or confront issues that need to be addressed. But if somebody's just starting drama or you feel pulled into the drama, remember to step back and to stay in your positivity, in your light. The next card we have, and I love this card, uniquely myself. I trust that who I am is perfect for my unique journey and soul path. Trust in who you are. Believe in who you are. Love who you are. You are only you. There is only one of you, buddy. Just one. Just one of you. No one can do it like you can. Don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not worthy, that you can't do it, that you're not loved. Don't let anyone disrespect you, including yourself. Honor your difference. What makes you different? Honor the differences of others. Honor what makes this world and this country so diverse if you live in the U.S. Again, what fun would the world be if everybody was the same? But allow your freak flag to fly high if need be. And next we have, lastly, and it's so funny, all week I've been thinking about this card and but anger as my sacred ally. I listen to the messages within my anger and use it as a positive force for good. Right? Why are you angry? Why are you distraught? Why are you troubled? Get clear on that, and then what can you do to work with it, to change it? It's funny, I really didn't want to talk about this. But I guess so many people are hurting, and it's like, we need to talk about it. So I was very angry this week. Part of me still is. And it's not because my candidate didn't win. I didn't like either of them. It's what is underlying or represented underneath of that. And being angry and people not understanding why people may be protesting. It has nothing to do with my candidate didn't win. It's about humanity and morals, in my opinion. Again, any negative or hateful comments I will delete, so don't even waste your time. But it really my anger allowed me to get in touch with a part of myself that I hadn't been in touch with for a long time. And Sometimes for some people, you have to really feel that anger in your soul, that disappointment, that hurt in your spirit to spur you to take action, to make change, to do your part, to help explain to others, to talk about issues that, like I said, I don't feel comfortable talking about it. I really just don't. But it needs to be talked about. It needs to be expressed in a positive way. So allowing that anger to come up, understanding why it's there, understanding the root of it, and how can you channel that energy to do something positive, to make a positive change for somebody else, for the world at large, for yourself and your soul at large, for the soul of others at large. Maybe your anger sparked you to pray. Maybe it sparked you to donate. Maybe it sparked you to sign a petition. Whatever it is, anger was a sacred ally in that. Sadness and disappointment was a sacred ally in that. And that definitely has to tune into as well the inner wakefulness and savoring the positive, because I've definitely been an emotional roller coaster, and just being uniquely you. Don't be afraid to voice your opinion, because others are definitely feeling the same way that you are. They just may not have the courage to say. But I'm Ariel, and this has been Maven Unmasked with your full moon in Taurus reading for November 2016. I hope you all have enjoyed this reading. Have a great, great week. Have some happy full moon manifestation. I love you all so, so, so much, and I'm in so much gratitude to you. One way to work with this energy, I feel is definitely showing gratitude. I do, over on the blog right now, have 55 ideas and journal prompts for having an attitude of gratitude to help savor that positivity, to stay grounded, to stay humble and grateful. So I'll leave a link to that below. But have a happy, happy, happy full moon, lovely ones. Bye.